Fatima's special Friday surprise. Fatima is a sunny soul with a big, bright smile. Even though she doesn't use words to speak, her eyes and her gestures tell wonderful stories. She has cerebral palsy, which means her muscles need a little extra help, so she uses a sturdy wheelchair to zip through her day. Every Friday morning begins with a soft, purr-pull nuzzle from her best friend, a gray-brown tabby cat named Figaro. Friday is a busy day. After breakfast, it was time for Fatima to head to her day program to see her friends. Her dad, Levent, helped her get ready. He made sure her harness was snug and her spirit was high. "Have a great day, Fatima," he said with a wink. They waited for the special bus that safely carries Fatima and her heavy-duty wheelchair to her favorite morning activities. With Fatima off to her program, her parents, Gulsen and Levent, had a few errands to run. They had an important appointment in town. The sun was shining and the air felt like a warm hug. Once their meeting was over, they realized they were right near Sower's Harvest Cafe. "How about a Friday treat?" Gulsen suggested. Inside the cafe, the smell of roasted coffee and sweet cinnamon filled the air. They ordered a delicious breakfast. There were steaming mugs of dark coffee and plates of golden brown French toast topped with giant swirls of whipped cream and fresh, juicy blueberries. It was a lovely, quiet moment for them to share. Suddenly, Gulsen's phone rang. It was the teacher from Fatima's program. "Fatima went to the park today, but the heat made her feel a little bit under the weather," the teacher explained. "She's okay, but she'd like to come home early." Gulsen and Levent stood up quickly. They wanted to get to their daughter right away. Their big van was parked back at home, so they were driving their smaller car. They didn't have the heavy-duty wheelchair with them, but they always kept a special lightweight transport chair in the trunk for surprises. When they arrived at the program, Fatima's face lit up. She was so happy to see her mom and dad earlier than expected. Levent helped Fatima into the light transport wheelchair. It was much smaller than her usual one. As Levent pushed her toward the car, Fatima realized something wonderful. This chair was fast. She felt the wind in her hair as they glided across the pavement. She let out a happy "ooh" and waved her arms in the air. Once they arrived home, the house felt cool and quiet. Gulsen helped Fatima get settled on the big, comfy sofa. "Time for a little rest, sweetie," Gulsen whispered. She tucked a soft blanket around Fatima's legs. Fatima sighed contentedly. Being home early was a very special Friday surprise indeed. A little while later, a familiar honk-honk sounded from the driveway. It was the big bus. It had finished its route and brought Fatima's heavy-duty wheelchair safely home. Levent went outside to meet the driver, Mr. Silas. Together, they rolled the big blue chair down the ramp so it could be ready for Fatima's next big adventure. As the sun dipped below the trees, the house was filled with love. Fatima felt much better after her nap. She sat with her parents, listening to the soft sounds of the evening. Figaro the cat hopped up onto the sofa and curled up right next to Fatima's legs. It was a perfectly cozy, perfectly happy Friday for everyone.